Jack needs a second date update, and we're here to serve. Hi, Jack. How are you?
Hey, guys. I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good. So who's Karen, and how did you meet her?
Karen is this girl. I met her through work, through a mutual coworker, I guess. And, she's great. We went out a couple times. I took her to this lavish restaurant, and we had dinner, we talked, we laughed, we have a lot in common. Well, I really like that she has a great sense of humor, but she's also very self-sufficient and very secure with herself. And that was really sexy to me because my ex that I dated for a couple years, she was very dependent and clingy and just like insecure about a lot of things. So, it was really refreshing to see Karen just be very within herself. That was really great.
Yeah. What's the work dynamic like? Do you guys work in the same department? You're not like in any supervisory role or anything like that?
Oh, no. We're different companies. My company just does business with her company.
Oh, gotcha.
All that. So, yeah, it just kind of happened by chance.
Oh, that's a nice coincidence.
Yeah. But she hasn't called me back. I haven't heard from her since the second date.
Now, you said second date, meaning you've gone out with her more than once?
Yeah, we've gone out twice.
Okay.
I missed that the first time.
Okay. So it was a romantic dinner. Did it feel like there was some serious romance budding there between the two of you?
Yeah, we went back to her place and, we had a good time, if you know what I mean. So it was successful.
Okay.
Good.
That's good.
And then what was the exit like?
No, we high-fived. No, I'm kidding.
I love that.
I don't know.
I love the high five.
We just said, we just said goodbye. It was casual. It was fine.
All right, but it didn't feel awkward to you, though, and it.
No, it was good. I really thought I was gonna. My thoughts when I was leaving her place was I'm gonna text her tomorrow, and we're gonna set up another date.
Yeah. Okay, we'll call her up, and we'll see what she has to say. How long ago was this?
Okay. This was 2 weeks ago.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll call Karen and see what she thought of Jack and her couple dates with him, and if there's any chance of a third or maybe more. As Second Date Update continues next with Jeff. So Jack and Karen work for different companies, but their companies do business together, and that's how they met. And there seemed to be a mutual attraction there, so Jack took a chance, asked around. They've gone out twice. And the second time, it was a pretty fancy dinner that ended up back at, would you say her place or your place?
Yeah, it was her place.
Yeah, everything went well. He said it was successful, and that was 2 weeks ago. He hasn't heard from her since. Is there anything else you think is important that we need to know before we call her?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm trying to think if I said anything or did anything weird, but I think it was obviously, like I said, it was successful, so I don't think I did anything crazy.
I mean, you didn't do anything weird at her house, did you? I don't know.
I don't think so. Unless I did something in my sleep. I don't know.
That's it.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, so he's given us some thought. He can't come up with anything. Let's call her up, see what she says.
Hello.
Hi, Karen.
Yes. Who's this?
Jeff, Jen, Fritch, and Tim at Q102.
Hi.
How are you? What?
Jeff and Jen.
From the radio. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, but I have a pretty strong feeling why you're calling, and they're not going to feel too good.
No, why not?
This is crazy. This is totally crazy. When it happened, I was like, oh my gosh. Jeff and Jen would freak, and this is insane. So I listen to you guys all the time, so I know the premise. And yeah, I definitely didn't call him back. I mean, oh my God, what a piece of work. I don't even know what he said, but I'll just cut to the chase right now. He's married.
Whoa.
Separated? In the process
No.
of getting divorced?
Apparently he has a whole ass family back in Chicago, and he hasn't did he tell you that we met through friends at work?
Yeah.
But he hasn't officially moved here. But I found out that he's got a wife and 2 kids.
Back in Chicago.
Yes.
Anyway, we are talking about Jack.
Yeah. He's married.
Oh, my goodness.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack. What the
What's
hell?
the story, Jack?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Oh my God.
I have a group of women that we meet up, like business women, and have drinks and stuff like that. And we were talking, and I was saying, that I was dating this guy, and I was excited because he was going to move here, and he's new, and he's different. And my friend Chris was like, "Does he work for?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "He's 6'1", got salt and pepper hair," and I was like, "Yep, that's exactly him." And she said that he was shopping for a house because he wanted to move his family there. So I don't understand.
Look, I was pretending to look for a house. Okay, my family, I'm getting
Why were
a
you
divorce.
pretending?
Because I don't know. Anyway, my family
that's not a
isn't.
good enough answer.
My family is. I'm getting divorced. It's over. I haven't been there in 3 weeks. I'm trying to finalize everything and just get things rolling with the divorce papers. I'm not. I'm trying to.
Irrelevant. That's irrelevant. You should have just.
It's not irrelevant. I'm not in a committed relationship. That's why I'm dating.
Help me out, because no, this is not.
Does your
curious.
wife and kids know that it's over?
Yeah, I mean, if
Oh,
you're
my
pretending to shop for a house, does your wife think that you're buying a house and moving them here, but you're saying you're not moving? What are they? Are they still moving here, and you're getting a divorce?
No, they're not moving. It's complicated. Just know that it's not.
It's complicated because no one knows the full story. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So does your wife know she's not moving to Cincinnati with you?
She will.
Oh my
She,
God.
I was going to say, I don't believe a word he has said since
I
she
believe
outed
that.
him for the marriage thing. He's all over fumbling words, not knowing what's going on. His lie is here and there.
Well, yeah, and the pretending, and I'm like, dude, are you trying to set something up with something new before you move here?
Yeah.
Okay, now that I'm in Cincinnati and I can date somebody else.
I'm just trying to hit the ground running. Is all I'm trying to do.
No, I can't. I can't. Do you see? Do you know
Yeah,
how
we
easy
are
that
out.
is? That you would be with me and not tell me that you were married. And this is why women don't want to date. Why we have trust issues.
This is
'cause
why women don't trust
this.
men.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this.
Well, how do you know that I wasn't abused in my relationship? How do you know that I'm not trying to get out of something that isn't right for me?
Here's the deal. Once again, irrelevant. Even if that was, you should have told me from the beginning. So this just tells me that you feel guilty or whatever.
A lack of
And now
transparency.
you brought me
Yeah.
into this. And you brought me into this messy situation. And because our companies work together, I'm going to see you in the spring at the big event. People are going to know. And here's the thing. Anybody who works at your company, I don't know if they know you're already married. And how do you think that makes me look at my company?
Well, depending on how things go, you might even meet his wife.
You could.
And I would totally tell her,
What a mess.
because that's just not cool. I mean, that sounds lame, but that's just bad.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Is he still there? Did he hang up? I bet you did.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
you
no.
know what? I just think Cincinnati's a lame town anyway. So.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Now he's hating on us.
I know, because you got
I
tattled
feel
on.
bad for his kids, honestly, more than anything else.
Yeah, how old are your kids?
I don't want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Karen, we appreciate you clearing everything up for us. Thank you for taking the call.
I'm glad I did it, but I know Jack isn't.
I mean, that's some pretty good detective work right there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. I didn't even have to sleuth.
Yeah, because when he
didn't
when
even
he
have to
said
sleuth.
when he's like, how did you even find out? I'm thinking, well, I mean, it is 2025. It's not that hard, but she didn't even have to look.
The thing is I've worked on myself a lot, and I'm not going to accept anything less. And I'd rather be alone, but it makes it really hard because you want to. Everybody always says you have to be vulnerable, you have to take chances, and I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And here's the thing: so many people are divorced, so many people have sketchy lives. Why not just tell the truth and be like, oh yeah, I was divorced. This sucks. Listen, this is. Give me the option.
Right. I mean, he could have
Undecided.
said I'm in the process of leaving.
Yeah. So easy.
I'm going to sit you down and we're going to go over all of my sketchy stuff.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
way too early for that to even happen, dude. 2 dates.
but see, now you're feeling duped. Like if you're saying that it's too early for that to happen, at what point would it have been appropriate for him to let you in on the fact that he's either leaving his wife or he's got a wife or he's never going to leave his wife or there's
Oh, no. First of all, he shouldn't even be going out on dates.
Agreed.
What I meant was too early is, like, yeah, say you're married, but, you don't just, like, trauma dump on somebody your first date,
Yeah, I'm just having a hard time understanding what your expectations of honesty are. Like, granted, he shouldn't have been on a date with you in the first place, but the fact that he was, would it have made a difference if he from the get-go said, listen, you should know, I'm married, I got a family back in Chicago, but it's my intention to end the marriage as I move to Cincinnati. Would that not have been the right thing to do for him to lay out all his cards on the table from the get-go? Because it sounds like you're saying that'd be too early for him to quote-unquote trauma dump.
No, what I'm saying is if that was the case, he should have told me on the first date, because there wouldn't have been a second date.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'm sorry that happened. I know that's a big fat bummer and a big waste of your time, but it sounds like you got your head on straight, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Thanks.
Bye.
Best of luck to you, Karen.
Bye.
Thanks for listening